You've brought something into the world that didn't exist, and there was no way it was going to exist unless you made it. It doesn't have to be art. It doesn't have to be poetry. I mean, it could be sculpture. It could be taking a photo. I mean,
like for new guys starting in this or doing this or considering or people that are, hey, I could never write poetry. That's just not me. Give me some words of advice. What worked for you? Some of your lessons learned.
There are no rules. Everything is changing. Art is changing. Literature is changing. Everything. Cinema, journalism, politics, the way the world interacts with each other, changing at a phenomenal rate. Don't say, well, I can't do this. You can do it. It may not be a carbon copy of what's been done before, and that would be awesome. Creating something new. I used to hang around with a lot of people that created nothing. The idea of not creating anything just sounds so dull. But to create anything, and I mean anything, it doesn't have to be art. It doesn't have to be poetry. I mean, it could be sculpture. It could be taking a photo. I mean, we've all got phones. Take a picture of that sunset and manipulate it to go crazy. But create something, and how rewarding that can be, especially if you do it twice or 3 or 4 times. And then you start getting a taste for it. What if you're creating not just a painting? What if you're cooking something, creating a new dish, taking something you like and changing it and making it your own? I mean, that goes with steel sculpture or making pottery. It goes with anything, but not only creating something, but trying to push something, creating new. And if you're creating it for the first time, that it's something new in the world. And how amazing is that? You've brought something into the world that didn't exist, and there was no way it was going to exist unless you made it. It's an amazing feeling. And you get to wow, I really like this feeling. I'm going to do this again and again and again. And the cool thing is the more you start pursuing a passion like that, the less time you have for drugs and alcohol. And that's where the real savings come, because then all your money goes to that, and you've got no room for any of the bad stuff in your life. Then now you're inadvertently living healthy and creating art at the same time. Holy crap. What if we all did this? What a world this would be.
Thanks for listening to the Adrian Sinclair Show. You can find previous episodes on the Apodcast multi-channel network at apodcast.com. You can also stream this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Podbean, and other audio platforms. And if you subscribe to our weekly newsletter, you'll get convenient short summaries of podcasts you may have missed. So check it out. And lastly, please, please, please support us by sharing our episodes on social media. We really appreciate it. Thanks.